Israel Adesanya.
I am the hype train. I ran him over.
Oh, the uppercut in the knee! Can he survive? Oh! Five. So meaning, he's getting hit. Yeah, he's hurt. He said he has concussive ground and pound. Mendez. Ripping to the body, drops him. That's it.
With the greatest featherweight champion of all time, Max Holloway.
Numbers unofficial starting to pile up.
Yo everybody, welcome back to Fighting Out of Cape Town with myself, Zaz,
and Vishen,
my co-host, Big V. Let's go. This is something called the Flash Preview for UFC 276, happening the 2nd of July or 3rd of July in our case, South African Standard Time, 12 a.m.
Quick facts
is Brad Tavares versus our very own Dricus du Plessis. Still knocks.
Let's go. Look, Brad Tavares been around long time. Many big fights. Hasn't gone well for him. But let's see. Maybe this is a bit of a revival for him. This could be a good one for him. And this is also a great one for Dricus.
100%. Look, I think that Brad Tavares is obviously a stalwart of, the UFC. A real Cowboy Cerrone. You know what I mean? Of the middleweight division. A gatekeeper, if you will.
Yes.
And to fight Dricus right now is great, I think, because especially because Dricus has a lot of popularity at the moment, and the UFC is quite high on him. So I think that this is actually perfect for Brad Tavares in his situation, because if he beats this potential title contender, up and coming, really, a really good guy with a lot of hype, multiple champion in different organizations, if you can nullify that guy, you're Brad Tavares again, right? 100%. The guy who really gave Izzy some sort of battle, right, when they fought. So, and for Dricus' side, it's someone Izzy beat.
100%. Somebody Izzy beat, somebody Marvin Vettori beat.
Precisely.
People have beaten him. And
exactly.
If he's
the
in
top
that
guys.
category,
then he should be a top guy. Exactly. So it's a perfect MMA equation. So let's see how that goes. Obviously, we back Dricus.
All the way.
And we believe that you'll get it done. Let's see how this one goes. The main card of the evening. Let's go. Pedro Munoz, the Mr. Reliable versus Sean Colorful O'Malley. Let's go. What's your thoughts, Vishy?
Look, I mean, Pedro Munoz is probably a good test for Mr. Sugar Sean. It's probably the first big test since our friend Marlon Chito Vera.
Sean O'Malley is very long. He's got a really long reach. It's very tough to get a grip of him, a hold of him.
Yeah.
But now, something we'll have to watch for this fight, I think, is the kicks.
Ooh.
So if Sean throws kicks, and especially if it's not high kicks, if it's low kicks, watch for a catch and see if he tries to take Sean down.
Ooh,
Sean is very underrated in his grappling and his jiu-jitsu, so don't be surprised if he gets a sub.
Let's go.
Oh my word, this next fight
is gonna be mad.
What? Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira.
Clearly, Alex Pereira is being shot to the top, right? It's quite clear this man from Glory is here to... They're finding a path to Izzy as quickly as possible. We all know that Alex Pereira beat Izzy, and so they're trying to push this guy the quickest.
I think, though, it's a time-sensitive case in this situation with Alex Pereira because he's older.
Yeah.
And because of that, I think they wanted to get him there quicker in case he loses early on.
Yeah, true.
I'll be honest, that's my thoughts. Not it's taking nothing away from Pereira, obviously. We know what crazy good striker he is. And he's training with Glover Teixeira, which means there would be some sort of blueprint adaptation to their game plan. So this striker then comes out of kickboxing, a world champion, multiple world champion, slots into that type of mold.
Ooh,
if he beats Alex Pereira, he gets a title shot. It's simple as that. If Alex Pereira beats him, Alex Pereira gets the title shot.
This is probably true.
So this is so pivotal in the middleweight division, and the math equation of the middleweight
100%.
division, and who gets who next, and how that works. Because you'll have to think Marvin Vettori, Rob Whittaker on that next line again, just waiting to get the loser of this fight. So it's just bangers either way. On to our co-main event of the evening. Let's go, Vishy. What do you think?
Look, many people, including myself, thought that Max Holloway won that second fight. And after coming off impressive wins against Calvin Kattar and Yair Rodriguez, he basically boxed the shit out of Calvin Kattar. He controlled a very wild Yair Rodriguez. And I just think that he comes with everything that he needs to. I feel like he needed to lose those fights to kind of bring back his career, right?
Revive the light.
100%. And Volkanovski is a killer, and he's gone through really good opponents so far. He's beaten people like Zombie, Ortega,
Everybody.
He is a killer, and I just think, from my own opinion, is that this might be third time lucky for Max.
He's a dog.
Dog.
Alex Volkanovski is underrated. I'm gonna say it now. Some
100%.
people believe he should be really high up the pound for pound best fighters list, and others hardly talk about him in that. It's almost like he's so good that he makes people not understand how good he is.
Yeah.
If
I
that
get
makes
you.
any sense. Like, he's so overwhelmingly good at everything that he's maybe not the best at one thing, and people get lost in that. And it's almost as if he lets you feel things out and get slightly comfortable in that first round.
Yeah.
And then just wants to take your soul. Because the forward pressure and momentum that he comes back, and you can try to hit him too. You think he's not slick.
Oh, he's slick.
He's under and out and boom, landing back in your face, and then lifting up your leg trying to get a single leg. He's a menace. I thought Max, that first fight was so debatable.
Yeah.
The second one I thought was a robbery.
Yeah.
As much as I rate Alex Volkanovski, I thought that was a robbery. But that just shows how good he is. I think when you cannot perform your best and win.
Yeah, that shows how good you are. I think this is the only person that can actually do something to Volkanovski, and that's Max Holloway. Everybody else gets dominated
Yes.
by Alex Volkanovski.
Yes.
Where it's a complete chess match
Crazy.
between him and Max, and that's where I see it could go. To be honest with you, as I said, I feel like Max, it could be, third time lucky, but the fight will be so close. It could go any way. It's gonna be close again. And
Yeah.
there's no doubt about that.
So this is the thing. Do you see Max knocking Volkanovski out? It's not that I don't,
Yeah.
but why I ask the question is, he's so compact, short,
Yeah.
thick, like
Yeah.
and he's so aware, and he wants it so bad. There's this huge fire that burns within him
Yeah.
that I think. I don't know if Max has the power to knock him out. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't see it going knockout at all. I see it going back
This
to
is-
decision.
You see, I think Volkanovski has this thing about him where he'll take the fight to you. He'll bring it to you whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
And I think there's a time in almost every fight where you can see we're just feeling each other out. Or we had a great flurry. It's almost what Yuri looked like Yuri expected from Glover.
Yeah.
Have a good flurry.
Yeah.
Oh, I landed 2-3 good shots and I'll sit back and wait again for the next exchange. The guys at the top don't wait for the next
Nah.
exchange. They make that fight as rummy
happy.
and
Yes.
as difficult and as flowy and as scrappy and as hard and as uncomfortable as possible.
Yes.
So, and that's what Volkanovski seems to do really well. Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway, their outputs are so similar.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
hard.
close every
Yeah.
time, and that's the thing.
Look,
Max
yeah.
is gonna have to bust him up somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Cut him with something.
Yeah.
Hurt his nose. Get Alex to have a swollen eye. That type of thing, just to
Yeah.
Anyways, we've spoken a lot about this fight.
Yes.
It's obviously something exciting for us.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. Let's see if it's going to be and still or and new.
We'll know.
The main event of the evening:
Yo.
Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier.
Look here.
Love that surname.
Izzy exceptional. Izzy is the king of the middleweights. He's only been bested at light heavyweight. And it's the only place he will be bested. I still think so. People will see Cannonier, they'll think that he has a habit of losing. He's had 5 losses. He was bested by Robert Tigger, and somebody who Izzy bested twice. I know some people debate whether that's true, but
No, he did.
He did.
Easily.
He did.
to be honest.
And I expect the fight to be very similar to Izzy Anderson Silva. I see it to be on the feet, a chess match. I feel like it's going to be very technical, but I feel like Izzy's going to run the show.
That's very interesting, and I somewhat agree. I think, though, that Jared Cannonier has the equalizer with his power.
This is
Coming from heavyweight, being a really, really big guy, being a Marine,
Yeah.
I think, it translates well for him in that, power aspect, that
Yeah.
power threat. But in order to do that, even when he grounds and pounds, he pushes his body out, his bum out, so that he has some space to hit,
True.
so that he can load and really hit. He's very accurate.
Yeah.
So that's something Izzy should really watch out for. If he does pin Izzy down somehow, they get into a scrap and they fall, and it's dangerous. Jared Cannonier has real power, but I think tactics for me is going to be important in this fight. Because he has real power, he can definitely knock Izzy out, anybody out, I believe. Izzy obviously can finish anybody on any day.
Yeah.
But I think why tactics is so important is because Izzy can't finish somebody that didn't come to him. Joel Romero type of situation.
Yes.
Rob Whittaker in that last fight, he fought it smart and the right
Yeah.
way until a point.
Yes.
You have to fight the way Rob Whittaker fought him from the outside and pick off at each other
Yes.
to stay safe for yourself.
Yeah.
Until there's 2 rounds left, for example.
Yeah.
If you've survived that long against Adesanya and there's 2 rounds left, now you have to go.
Yeah.
Now you have to put yourself at risk to getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Like Rob did it in the first round.
Yeah.
But early on.
Yes.
And whoever lands the best punch is going to win. And you have to count on yourself and back yourself to land that punch.
Yeah.
First, before Izzy lands it on you.
100%.
I think that's the only way Jared Cannonier wins this fight. So if I'm Cannonier, and if I'm his coaches, I'm telling him, try to get that leg and wrestle him a bit, get him into the cage, get him into clinches, careful of elbows, because Izzy's dangerous, be careful of knees, but that's what you have to do to tie him out a bit, hold his arms a bit, get him a bit more fatigued before you take on that challenge of let's stand and bang. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So I think that's the only way. Otherwise, and that's the only way, that's the best way for Jared Cannonier to get a power punch.
Yeah. 100%.
Before that, he's going to try that and Izzy's going to evade him and knock him out.
Yeah.
Right?
He's just gonna wind it up and pop him.
100%. Or do that head kick and then finish
Yeah.
with the right. You know? So it literally depends on which tools are used. And if Jared Cannonier fights smart, he can prolong that potential for happening.
Yeah.
That's what I think, at least.
So
Absolutely love it. Can't wait for this UFC card.
Can't wait for the card.
T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, International Fight
International Fight Week.
Week, UFC 276.
This is probably one of the biggest cards of the year. It's the most stacked card of the year,
100%.
and it's gonna be a bang.
Trikus,
Because bring it home, please.
we
my
believe
friend.
in you.